Alright, hello, welcome back. So Jin and the party are standing at the gates of Spellhold, the prison stronghold of the Cowed Wizards. Um, that said, he has strong suspicions that the facility has probably already fallen to the control of Irenicus, and he suspects this because of a couple of visions he's had, and also the fact that he met a Cowed Wizard in Brynlaw. I think he was called Hearth the Adept, yeah, who clearly wasn't behaving himself, and Jin suspects was probably magically dominated by somebody very powerful, maybe like Irenicus, for example, because Perth was certainly a strong wizard in his own right. So for him to be dominated must be the work of somebody else even stronger. Um, Either way, I think we have strong suspicions to suspect that whoever we encounter in there will probably be hostile, because if it's Irenicus, then, well, he's not exactly our friend, and if it's the Cowed Wizards, then we're not on great terms with them after killing Torgarius in the planar sphere quite a long time ago, actually. So I think it's prudent to make sure we're ready. Going to just check ammunition, and yeah. Yeah, and Jin also suspects that Bodhi might be in there as well. Um, okay. In terms of protections, we already have spirit armor, so maybe
Yes? What is
maybe
it
just
now?
chaotic commands for one person.
Yes? Nature's servant awaits.
We already have protection against evil. I think our other buffs will use as necessary.
What is my task?
I am
The
ready,
trap.
I think. I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Okay. Front door is not trapped.
On my honor, it shall be. I trust you have good reason to be entering this place.
Okay, the coordinator who knows this Jin. You know my name? How?
You made inquiries in town. I have agents and eyes. Security is quite important when dealing with an institution such as this.
Is he just me, or does he sound like Irenicus? I'm not sure if it's just a case of using the same voice actor, or if this is meant to be a hint. I think I'll pay more attention to what he says next.
I know why you have come. You have been observed since you arrived on the Isle. No doubt you are brimming with concern for your Imoen.
Yeah, that's unmistakably Irenicus. For sure, that is. I'm pretty sure that's deliberate. So, this coordinator may actually be Irenicus. Oh dear. I hope we get a chance to attack him with some sort of preemptive strike.
She is in good health, and if you will permit me, I will direct you to her. This is not a prison, but an institution of healing and learning.
Alright, well, on the chance that he is actually just a Cowed Wizard, although Jin really strongly suspects this is indeed Irenicus, I think he would first demand to see Imoen. And get Imoen back before doing anything else, like confronting Irenicus head on. Also, we're not sure who else is around here, so yeah, I think we'll bide our time. Release her to me. It is not as simple as that, though it never is it? Still, I'm sure you will understand what more once I have explained. I understand plenty already. This place reeks of corruption and deceit, so Chihiro also will be noticing this guy's voice, and probably detecting things with her druid senses. Please, you've worked so hard to come here. Will you Allow me to show you what I mean. I shall let you examine the facilities and Imoen for yourself. So whoever he is at least offering show us the Imoen. Jin strongly suspects a trap, but so we don't really have a choice. But we'll warn him that we are aware. Actually, no, I think no, Jin's just anxious to see Imoen. So take me to her now. I will not tolerate any delays. This way, Jin. I will explain as we go. Okay.
What
Well,
do you require? Consider it done.
guess we'll assume there's no traps. Alright. Guess you went up there then.
Yes?
Celestial
What is my
Fury at
task?
the ready.
I will do my best.
Still like a prison.
The residence for the magically deviant houses many people, all of whom can benefit from a structured environment. They can also be studied, such that what they are capable of is understood better. Take young Dealey here. She was cast from her family for her talents. At a remarkably young age, she learned how to shape magical energy, allowing her to change her form as she wishes.
Have you a new face today? I think you do. I can see the real one. Tomorrow, I will be you, okay?
I think Dilly is speaking to the coordinator, so that's another hint that the coordinator is not who he seems. And she can see the real face.
Here she is safe, and others have learned something of what she does. It is invaluable information.
Okay, so he's ignoring that observation from Dilly. Know what happens if we just attack him now. Right.
This is 1F. He used to be the asylum coordinator before I took the post. Too much exposure to magical forces, I suspect.
What? What do you want? Is this not enough? I want this hole cleaned. Don't you stare at me.
His mind could not handle the energies that circulate this place. A bad reaction to a particular spell unhinged him quite dramatically.
Okay, Yoshimo commenting, he should have been more careful. I'm sure his condition would have been avoided had he cooperated with the new asylum staff. Right. Yoshimo is talking a bit more than usual.
No one foresaw it, but with study we can prevent it happening again. His career is over, though. This is Nalgir Skal, once a great bard of some repute, though now he is little more than a child. His last research project was into the nature of the universe and what lies beyond the gods. Something apparently didn't like him looking.
I used to have pretties piled high to the sky. Don't remember where they are, though. Pretties.
Somehow he retains his spell-casting abilities, however, and is incredibly dangerous if unsupervised.
Okay.
This is Aefril, and she sees a bit too much as well. The experiments with planar travel have given her sight that extends beyond the world we know. Unfortunately, she can also see the denizens of those other realms. They are quite numerous, apparently, and she is never truly alone.
All around, behind, above, all around. Ah!
She does not sleep much, but use her eyelids when you can see through the planes. She will be studied so that some good may come of her condition. This is Tiax. Not too much is known about him. He was found raving on the side of some road.
Tiax, that's a familiar name. Not someone that Jin actually traveled with, but he's certainly heard of Tiax in his time in Baldur's Gate. I think he was a gnome, if I remember correctly, a gnome thief. But no, Jin lost his taste for any sort of cooperation with thieves after the incident with the Thieves Guild in Baldur's Gate, so he didn't take time to make acquaintance with any other thieves he came across.
TX rules all. You are but grease for the wheels of his rule. Silence the squeaking of those that protest. He rules all.
Okay. Sounds quite unhinged. Just when I'm sick of shades of grey, along comes the purest of black and white. This one is clearly insane. Okay. Iron just obviously agrees.
Obviously a danger, as you can see.
Right.
On my honor.
Iron also seems to be blind to the fact that we're probably being led into a trap by Irenicus. I wonder if maybe we are supposed to attack him.
An aged elven mage is this cell's occupant. Very powerful, though he is incapable of trusting a soul. Dradil is his name.
Bad dog! Bad dog! Werewolves all! Back! Back with you!
Oh, Dradil. He is the elven mage Jin encountered on the Isle of Baldur. Can't remember. I think he escaped shortly after Jin helped him to recover his spellbook from the shipwreck. But somehow he's ended up in here. Okay.
Obviously, he has had some sort of traumatic experience in the past. He cannot be allowed to roam with the power he possesses.
Okay. It's an interesting tour, but obviously I think Jin will act once he's managed to get Imoen back. Who's this? Oh, I think I'm lagging. Okay, who's this? Oh, that's Dradil. I thought he was speaking to someone in here.
What
We're
do
not
you
gonna
require?
open doors for no reason, so
Yes.
let's keep moving.
And lastly, the one you seek. She is quite well, considering the circumstances.
Oh, it's Imoen, I think.
So empty. Empty.
Alright, something is clearly wrong with Imoen. I think Jin will heal her first. Jin, I'm here for you.
She does not seem willing to respond right now. Her consciousness comes and goes. It is fortunate you arrived when you did.
I think, even though this is quite likely to be Irenicus, Jin wants to know what he's done to her. Yeah, you monsters, I'll not leave until you tell me what you've done to her.
Oh, you misunderstand. It is fortunate for me that you arrived when you did. I'm quite through with her for the moment. It is you that I am after.
Okay, when there's any doubt, this is definitely Irenicus.
I knew you would seek her, and so the path was difficult but not impossible. All designed to test your potential.
There's that phrase again. Why is Jin forced to respond like a retard? He obviously knows it's Irenicus. He's not so stupid. I mean, he's got 19 intelligence. There should be another option here. Oh well. Just have to pick one of them. He didn't say that for sure. Alright, anyway, the Cloud Wizards no longer run the asylum. With Bodhi's aid, I was able to take control quite quickly. She is a fine sibling, if a touch predatory. I trust you remember my name now. Yes, of course, we knew before we said it. Yeah, you are Irenicus, and I owe you a great debt of pain. And I hope, and Jin hopes he's now strong enough to, I guess, act on his promise. You're intent on revenge or justice, or whatever, I care not. You can do nothing I do not wish. He's very confident. Do not see my servant with you. Did you discover Yoshimo's treachery? That's all, Yoshimo's right here. I would be surprised if he did. He was very good. Eh? Yeah, what are you talking about? Yours is the only treachery here. No, you have been usurped from within. Not all in my care. were there completely against their will. Yoshimo has certainly proved his worth with some encouragement. Okay. And if not he, then Seaman Havarian has sealed your fate. Either way, you have already lost. I think Yoshimo is supposed to be working for Irenicus then, which would explain some of these recent conversations. But wow. Okay. See what we can do about that. I'm not sure if this is Irenicus trying to tear a split in the party, or if Yoshimo has indeed betrayed the party. You may be disappointed, but I am well pleased. My servants have proven to be artists with herbs, as well as deception. Your meals aboard ship were prepared exactly to my specifications. Yeah, I think Jim demand what's going on here. What are you talking about? What's going on? You will find you are powerless. I have taken precautions that you will not be damaged. Rage would be wasted. There is no battle, no heroes, only sleep. Oh, I think we've been poisoned. Yeah, no option to do anything.
Well, it would seem that my visitor has awakened. It is as I predicted. It all has been.
Oh, I think this must be Baldur, and Yoshimo was disappeared from the party. But he's still here. So, he must have indeed been working for Irenicus. Wow. Man, I want to kill him. He's holding a lot of stuff. Oh man, he's got the ring of invisibility. Oh, which is probably why, strangely, I mean that's probably a bug, but probably why Irenicus didn't see him. But he is here, but no longer in our party. Right, I think that's Imoen. And this, of course, is a room that Jin already saw earlier in a vision. Because that time Imoen was inside, and now he is.
I fear I have had an advantage over you. I have planned your coming from the start. It could be no other way. Had you known of Yoshimo, things might have been different. But a spell component slipped into a soup will still get anyone in the end.
Yeah, I think, no, I don't think Jin would try to defend Yoshimo now. It's clear that, for whatever reason, Yoshimo is a treacherous bastard who Jin really wants to kill him now. I've yet to make a judgment on the subject. I'm sure you guys will realize. I hope we can kill him and get the equipment back. Otherwise, it's going away with a couple of, probably over tens of thousands of gold worth of equipment. Okay, not even a chance for a stand-up fight. Treacherous and cowardly. Yeah, I think Jin will try and provoke Irenicus into a fairer battle, although he can't see any of his comrades, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, he's pretty outnumbered here.
It was his suggestion, really. A fine way to retrieve you unharmed. Of course, your safety is no longer a concern at this point.
His suggestion? Yoshimo's suggestion? Oh. I did not spend so much time in Jin's company just to have him killed. That could have been done a dozen times over. Right, so Yoshimo was all about confirming his treachery. Yeah, I think Jin will express anger. And also trying to find out why he didn't. Don't make this harder than it already is, Jin. I can't help you. There are circumstances that you are not aware of. Well, so at least now, I think the game recognizes that Yoshimo is here. I don't know if Irenicus will. The excuse of the betrayer, the coward's way out. Then lie to me. I know nothing of what that would warrant such betrayal. Death. Death, no matter where I would go or what I would do. That is what awaited me if I failed. Can you understand that? My service was promised long before I was called to do this. I do not know what would come. I do not know what a filthy creature Irenicus truly was. I did not. Quiet yourself, Yoshimo, and quit babbling about death. You are quite safe now, and my plans for Jin go beyond simple murder. You will see soon enough.
But don't worry. You won't have to think about any of this or that. Your life ends today.
Yeah, I think at this stage Jin has lost his temper. I don't know if any of these options make a difference. Release me, I will kill you, I swear it. Yes, I believe that you would. I can't blame you really, not when I wish the death of others for similar reasons. I pity one of us must be denied. Jin's wondering if maybe Irenicus is another ball spawn. In which case he would have similar reasons as Sarabok for killing Jin. Just to eliminate rivals from the chance at inheriting the full powers of Baal, I guess. Don't worry, Imoen has already suffered. Jin didn't even ask for Imoen, but Imoen has already suffered what she must for my cause. She even survived. This bodes well for you. You are stronger, more focused, and you are aware. Aware of what? You want me because I'm a child of Baal. Let her go and we'll talk. I think he'll ask, aware of what? Aware of what you are, child of Baal. You are aware, and she is not. That makes you more able to focus. You didn't know. Oh, so I think he's saying Imoen is also a child of Baal. He's suggesting she's a child of Baal as well. That is not possible. You're out of your mind. You must have suspected. Perhaps she felt no symptoms, but the taint was there. She is a similar age and was apparently secluded as a child, just as you were. This Gorion of yours should have told you about yourself early on. You might have learned not to fear what you are. Imoen is indeed a child of Baal. I suspected her innocent charm and humor suppressed the darkness. She showed no symptom, because there was no place for shadow in her spirit. I had to show her some very dark shadows indeed. It is unfortunate that it had to be done, but it was necessary to get what I needed. Now I must focus on you. Yeah, again I think it will just be defiance. Not really anything logical coming out of him now at this stage. I'm strong enough to stop you, he says with more hope than confidence. No, Jin, you are not. It is much more likely that you are about to die. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. Do you see the shadow thieves in the other chambers? They are the fruits of Bodhi's guild war, and their deaths shall force the divine soul from you. Okay. Don't be afraid, Jin. I suspect this will be mercifully quick. I think Jin has too much pride to beg Yoshimo for help. Curse at you and Bodhi both, Irenicus and Yoshimo as well. Don't bother placing Yoshimo's name next to mine. He's merely a servant. Just go quietly, Jin. You might even live. Alright, I hope there was nothing that could have been changed with different conversation options. Because if this results in certain death, then yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I can't roleplay my way out of this. Oh, there's the party. This is not them going through this process, which we've seen before.